We've done yet another of our brilliant Anzac services in the community down at Union Square in Pyrmont. Lovely to have some of our local political leaders there and other community leaders laying wreaths and remembering those who gave themselves utterly to defend our country. It wasn't a glorification of war, it was a celebration and a remembering of the selflessness of those who gave even their very lives, and many others who have given in fields of defence and so forth for our country. So well worth doing. Great to have our Mustard Seed community at the centre of that community event, and I know that there's a lot of appreciation for what we do there. I'm gearing up for next Sunday already. Holidays are a distant memory, and we are going to be looking at a bit of scripture from the book of Revelation this Sunday. It's first chapter of Revelation. Where is it? It's Revelation chapter 1 verses 4 to 8. Revelation chapter 1 verses 4 to 8. So if you're interested in having a read of the book of Revelation, there's some tricky stuff in there, and I'm not going to be delving into the tricky stuff particularly, but there is a key phrase that really caught my attention as I've been thinking about that passage, and it is Jesus who releases us from our sin. And I think that that's a phrase that has been understood in a variety of ways down through history. In my lifetime, it's most particularly been about the freedom that forgiveness brings. Well, forgiveness is release, so there's a sense of freedom merely by, if you're forgiven, you're released. But I think there's more to it than that. I think that we can see actually a deeper sense of, not deeper, a complementary, a alongside sense of freedom. Freedom that has to do with the way that we actually now live and behave, not simply a notional transfer, not simply a release from an idea of indebtedness, but a freedom towards something, a freedom for something, a release to go somewhere new and different, and that is away from sinfulness into righteousness, into love, into self-giving, into justice. And to think about how is one actually released for those things? How do we find our release? It's one thing for it to be a notion. What is the process by which we experience the freedom to live in new ways? So that's what I want to explore on Sunday at Mustard Seed. I think that we know a lot about it. Perhaps we haven't explained it to ourselves, but even the way people give themselves to put on the Anzac service this morning, there's a lot of freedom and release to do good things in that very activity. But I just thought it'd be good to explore in a bit more detail what that can look like and what it means for us. So if you're interested in that, please come along or tune in through the Zoom or the Facebook Live page or all the other various things you can do. It's a very good thing to be the people of God. It's a very good thing to be released from sin. It's a very good thing to find a freedom for life. Let's go into that. God bless you and keep you, and hope we will see you soon.